Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Thank you so much for waiting. Started 30 minutes a little bit later. Normally we start 30 minutes after close, but we started an hour after close. A bunch of you in here chatting it up. Shout out to Richard with the $50 donation. Kit with the $2 donation. Thank you so much. Means a lot. You guys are definitely. Thank you so much. I never would have thought that by doing this stream that so many people would be watching it or even impacted or even wanting to watch it. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being part of the UVH fam. Still sick this guy. If you're here right now, say what up. If you got paid today, comment got paid. If you lost today, lost some money today, comment learned a lesson. I saw Shotgun in here, Joe, FC, Richard, Kit, Greg, Karan, Dizzy, what's going on? Who else we got in here? Maureen, Chicken Wing, Jalen, Keith, what's going on? Sorry to keep you all waiting. Who else is in here? Hamed. I think that's pretty much it. Maureen got paid on Baba and Netflix. Maureen, are you an option seller? Was I selling some options to you? You took my money? William, Facebook killed me. I am dead. Facebook was a tough one. I was in that as well. Cobra Commander learned a lesson. I learned some lessons today too. The stuff that I closed out was green, but what my portfolio says otherwise. Yesterday I was up about a little bit over 200 on the day. Today I'm down 180. I did close out CRM this morning. Tobin, what's going on? Lakshman Lucky, 7.5 GE call. You made what? 275%? Did you sell? You're lagging. Anyone else here lagging? It does say my video output is low, so I do see the chats coming in. Congrats, Lakshman, Lucky. Man. All right, are we back? Are we back? It looks like we might be back. Let me know, guys. Okay, looks like we're back. I don't know what happened here. Comcast, short Comcast. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All I did was refresh my browser. I did nothing with the stream or anything like that. If you're here right now, say what up. Chetan, I agree with you. I thought I thought things were going to fall apart. But before we get into the trade, um, I titled the video is being a profitable options trader is hard work. Mainly because I think that a lot of people that go into trading, especially looking to make a quick dollar or to be a penny stock trader or even an options trader, has like unrealistic expectations where you put money in and you get money out. Like I put $100 in, I get 200 out. I put $100 in, I get 300 out. And anyone that's been trading a long time, such as some of the people that are in this group know this, but for people that don't understand this, this is for you, that to actually trade successfully, it takes a lot of hard work, takes a lot of determination, takes years of practice. You don't just become profitable overnight. I mean, you can get lucky on some plays, but overall, as you continue trading, if you don't know how to trade, you're going to be in a position where you're going to give back your gains. And really what I wanted to come across is trading options. Like the people that are here that trade options day in, day out, they know that's not like a get rich quick scheme. They know that when you trade, it's hard work. When you put together a plan and then that plan goes against you, how do you go about it? Do you take the loss, or do you try to defend your position, or do you keep trying to or do you put on another position on to balance it out? The market wants to take your money, and it's not a fair place. It's not a fair playing place. I mean, the market's not fair, just like life's not fair. You put a position on and news could come out and go against you pretty bad. But at the same time, it could also work out beautifully for you as well. But for the people that think that trading options is a game or a casino, I mean, which it could all be that. But at the end of the day, you're just going to be putting money in and not getting any money out. You might get a payday every now and then. You might get lucky. I mean, I think we've all in the trading world have gotten lucky. But in times of when you're trading as frequently as like we do, I mean the frequency that you trade is also important, and also being in the market. So it's not necessarily timing the market, but it's also always having also having plays on, so that way you can take advantage of the market moves. Because as you know, to take advantage of market moves, you have to be early. You have to be there before it happens. Like, it doesn't matter if it happens and then you do it, because it's not going to work. You have to be there before it happens. And the trick to that is having positions on all the time. Whether you like it or not. I mean, some people trade like that, some people don't. But the way that I find to get occurrences, to have frequent occurrences, to take advantage of big market moves, is having a position on. So, that's really what I wanted to talk about. Chicken Wing, what's going on? Joe, I'm back. You guys see me or not? But anyways, let's go into some of the trades. So today I closed out my strangle on CRM. Let's pull up CRM here. When it spiked up this morning, I had the 140 call, 130 put. I cashed that out for $82 profit. Billy, what's going on? Derek, what's up? $82 profit. So forgive me, I'm still sick. I have some cough drops and some water here. So this morning when CRM spiked up, I didn't catch the full move. I closed it out like at 141.07 area. It then went up higher, but I then placed later in the day. So about an hour later, it was meant to be a day trade, and CRM was coming crashing down as it was starting to stabilize down here at 140. I thought we were going to break through and go down lower to like 136, 137 area. Man, I am not doing well. So I bought a put for tomorrow expiration for 60 cents, which was, I'm still ahead in the game, but as you can see, it just sat here the whole day. So I think I'm down on that position now. Like, I'm down $8 on it. So not too bad. You know, I'm actually surprised I'm not down more in that position because I probably should have been down like 50% or more, or 40%. But which is kind of interesting, which kind of means maybe the market wants to, the market's pricing in a lower move for tomorrow. I mean, I didn't pay a lot for it. I paid 60 cents, so we're seeing where we go there. Apple. So Apple, as you guys know, yesterday I closed out my position for like 20 bucks, and then I got into another position. Today I closed it out for $7, so we're like making pennies here. And I rolled my position into the next week. I had the 185 call and the 165 put, and really was just a bullish skewed strangle. And really, they had Apple had a report this morning saying the iPhone XR is like the best selling phone that they have, but they didn't provide any sales numbers, and then it just dropped from 182 all the way down to 178. So it really, caused me to get out of the position. I was already ahead, and I didn't feel like having that position go against me. I'd rather get this $2.05 back than to gamble if the market was selling off. I mean, it was a pretty hard sell off. Like it went, it was going quick. Within 40 minutes, we went down 4 or 5 points. So, pretty crazy. So I took that off. I then put a strangle on Twitter. Twitter's having a bad day today. And what I really liked, I thought that was going to breach 30. When it did touch like 30.06 today. Well, it actually did breach 30. It went down to 29.87 before it recovered. So for next week, I have the 30. It was a bearish skewed strangle, 30 put, and the 33 call for next week. I mean, if it bounces back up, I mean, we'll probably just break even on it. I was really hoping that we could break through 30, but that looks like where it bounced. So, it bounced here a few days ago. So we'll see if we can hopefully maybe fill this gap. Like 28.29 is my target on this one. Pretty cheap for a shingle, but it's also a low price stock, so you gotta keep that in mind. It's only a $30 stock. So Amazon, what I did here in Amazon, I bought the 1400 call for next week. Dorian, what's going on? I'm sorry, 1400 put, not call. Sorry, 1400 put for next week for 99 cents. And yes, I did buy it early. I'm down on that position as well, 28 bucks, because Amazon, the market was very choppy today, and it looked like the market, like the S&Ps wanted to break down, and then they didn't, and then we had a major sell-off at close, like in the last hour of close, and we closed right on the day. Actually, was green, went from red to green to red again. So very choppy. Like if you're losing in this market, don't feel so bad. Right now, I think I'm down about $100 on the week per account, so I'm down $400 on the week, which isn't good, but it's not terrible. We've been doing trades, and I've been protecting my account, and it is what it is sometimes. And for my first week back, I thought that I would definitely do better, but sometimes this is what the market gives you. So Amazon, it gapped up this morning a little bit, not much actually, not much of a gap up, and it was really going down like pretty fast. So what time did I buy that Amazon put? 9:54. 9:54. So I think it was right here before it really broke down. Actually, somewhere in between here. We bought it because I'm not looking for Amazon to go down to the $1,400 strike. I'm looking for it to just drop like 100 points, which you say is a lot, because that is a lot. I mean, for it to go from 1672 down below, but if you look in the last week, we're up almost 200 points. So the other reason why I shorted Amazon is because like right here around like 1700 it's had problems in the last few times it's done a run up there. Like right here on November 2nd had some problems before retreating back down to 1600. It did go up to like 18 almost before retreating back down to like the 14 area. And then I just think like this 1700 area could be some trouble for Amazon. And it did hit 1689 before coming back down today. So, you know, we got time on it. My expiration on Amazon is next week, December 7th. So we definitely have time on it. You know, when you trade Amazon like that, when you trade a faraway expiration, it's a speculative play. You're not looking for it to go into the money. Now, if it goes into the money, I mean, we're gonna be making some cash, but you know, you're not looking to turn $100 into $3,000 or anything like that. Stream is slightly glitching. Let's see if we can. I don't think I have anything open. Close everything. Should be okay now. So yeah, for Amazon, like the way to play Amazon, like if you look at the, let's go into let's go into the options chain. You know, if you're looking at Amazon, you know, you're gonna say maybe you can't afford to play the 380s or the 1672.50s or, you know, close to, because I mean it's gonna cost you like $3-4 grand to play this, like near the money. So when you play high price stock like this, you want it to be speculative. Amazon. So what's the theta decay? I'll look at it. Let's look at Thinkorswim. So theta is -30. When I do play Amazon like this, I pick a strike that's being traded. Now this is low volume, but as you can see, like it's more volume than some of these other ones. You know, the 1450 strike is more active. You know, the closer, I mean, this is pretty far away. So the closer that you get to, if Amazon comes down, these will definitely be traded a lot more. And also, if you know, as we get closer into the next week, I mean, next week, if we get these will definitely be traded more if we can come down lower and as it gets closer to expiration. You know, if we had lower, if not, you know, probably going to cut this out at like 50% loss. I'm not going to try to bag hold or anything like that. Really was just looking for it to come down, have our rejection from the $1,700 level, and then come down to like the $1,500 level, and then we could, you know, make $100 on it or $1 on it. You know, delta's only $1, 1 cent. Theta is -30, so you know, so we'll need Amazon to head lower to get down there. I mean, all day. I mean, these are only down. If you look, I mean, these are only down. This is why you trade options on Amazon that have more volume, because if you look, like these are down like 36%, 16%, but on the one that I'm trading, it's only down 2.86% on the day. You know, that's why you want to go with like the liquid options contracts here, or more liquid. Yeah, volume will spike. So, you know, this is a speculative play. It's not for it to get actually into the money. Yeah, I mean, I played this a few times before in the last few weeks, and it does go against you sometimes. I did average down it, but I've made some gains in there. It's to play these, you have to be more patient and kind of just sit on it and not risk a lot of capital. You want to play it safe, because if it goes against, you don't want to do like, you know, 10 contracts times $1 and it all goes to zero or something crazy. You know, you don't want to do 20 contracts. I mean, you could win big, but you can't think about that. You can't think about, well, if Amazon drops 200 points, you know, you have to set realistic expectations, realistic goals when you put trades on. And then Facebook. Facebook. So Facebook is just killing me. Now, there's a lot of things that we could have done right on this. I'm probably going to have to end up taking a $60 to $70 loss on that position. So yeah, I lost 14 on the call side, and I still have the put, which is I'm down $59 on, so I'm going to lose like $70, $75 on this. And I got back 81 cents today. I sold my 139 call at 10:53 a.m. As you can see, it went higher, which I probably could have kept it. But I mean, Facebook was just like playing all week. Like if you look at yesterday, I mean, I probably should have sold my 131 call yesterday. I mean, we talked about this. It dropped like a rock, and then it ripped up on the Fed news. Like it just went up. Like there was no time after that Fed news came out. There was no time to sell it. Like it was over with, So right now I still have that 131 call. I mean, I guess I would have been profitable if I sold the 131 put. I'm sorry, I said call before. If I sold the 131 put and kept the 140 call, but I mean this kind of swing, no one's expecting this kind of swing. Like for it to go to 131 all the way up to 140 in a day. I mean, no one's gonna see, like, very choppy. I mean, I guess it's good for Facebook, but for my position, probably put the strangle. I put the strangle on Tuesday, the original strangle, and it was here. It was heading lower, and then we went up, and it hit both sides of the strangle, but not really getting to where we needed to go. I needed to break below 131 or go above 130. I had the one. I thought I had 139. Oh, I had the 139 call. So my target was 140 initially. I put it on when Facebook was like 136, and I wanted to go up to 140, but then we had this wicked drop here, came all the way down to like 131.85 before recovering. So this was just a very hard trade. So I just recovered what I could, recovered 81 cents out of that. We're still going to be losing 75 cents, but I think overall staying disciplined and being disciplined in your exits, even when the position goes against you. You don't want to lose. Like the goal for this is to come out alive now, because the position's so screwed up. I could have averaged in, bought more calls, whatever. We could have done that, but I didn't. I just let the position be, and I'm coming out with 81 cents. I could have been. We could have been down a whole $2 on the position. So, you got to play safe. Williams got a Facebook put spread 12.7 inspiration. Crypto Slice, what's going on? Let's see you in here again. Jack in the Box, nice pop. They have earnings. I don't really trade Jack in the Box. I don't know. Anyone does really. Oh, they don't have earnings. I don't know. But I mean, on this stock, like, look how low the volume is on the stock. Even on this pop, it's only 750,000, which is not a lot compared to more liquid stocks. I mean, this is. I don't know. It's only at 5%. Made some money back on Win. I haven't traded Win in a while. Yeah, Win was a great short, but it's getting on one put. I just think Wynn Resorts. I think Wynn Resorts was like, for me, it's hard for me to trade like scandals. Like Equifax was a tough trade for me. They had the Steve Wynn scandal. That was a tough trade, so I kind of gave up on those kind of plays because you don't know when a scandal hits. You don't know what the value really is or how investors are going to react. At least for me, like some people probably made some good money on it. Coming from 200 of its high in January, now it's 100. Get cut in half like that. I mean, definitely good long-term short, but it does play with you. I mean, it has some insane drops, but then it tries to recover, has some more drops. But I mean, overall, the trend's intact. I mean, definitely would be interesting if this can come up above like 115 area, 120. If this breaks through 120 area, see if we can kind of buck the trend. It might have some bullish momentum, but right now it's still stuck at the bottom. You know, it has some room to go down here. You know, down back towards the 100 or right below 100 level, like 97, 98 level. I don't know if there are other. I have traded in the past. Option volume is pretty decent. So yeah, I mean these puts were up 265, 265%, 165% today. So not terrible. Oil, my USO position. I'm down on USO. Oil made a comeback today. Well, I mean, if you want to think about it, if you look at the 15-minute chart, it made a comeback. They said that Russia was looking to cut output of oil, which made this spike up. As you can see, pre-market was touching 1048. But if you're looking, I still have my short position. I'm still holding the 10 strike puts. If you're looking here, I mean, this still looks very bearish to me. If you're looking at the 1-year chart, I mean, it keeps getting rejected near the 11. So I guess my mistake for not shorting more every time it hits 11. But today I was out and about after this morning, so I was kind of hands off. But you know, I have some time on it. I have December 14th. 15 days out. So I mean, it did hit a hard reject at the end of the day here too. I mean, hit 11 again, came back down. Hit 11 here, came back down. Hit 11 here, came back down. Hit 11 here, came back down. So it's not liking that 11 mark. When it's kind of weird and it'll get you really high, and then it'll come down like crazy. Yeah, also, like Wally, for me to trade a win, I also, it relies a lot on the casino numbers in China and stuff like that. I don't really keep up on that kind of, there's a lot of other catalysts for that stock. And I'm not really in that world, you know. But I mean, yeah, win can definitely generate some profits. It's made me some money in the past. I haven't been trading it since like that scandal because it was a crowded trade and I lost some money, and then I wasn't looking to get back into win. Nick, you need a shot of tequila. Good idea. I'm gonna go get some Mexican tonight. After this stream, I'm going to get Mexican. And not Chipotle. That's not Mexican food. CVS is another one that I put on the other day. This has just been sitting at 80. So either this is for next week. This is gonna either break down or rip up. I mean, it just sat here all day long, like did nothing. Now CVS is not something I would probably recommend trading all that time. It's just something like I don't know why it went up in the after hours and then came back down. But right now it's looking kind of bearish, and it's holding 80. It did dip below. I'm hoping that we can retouch like 77, the 77 area. If we're lucky, 76. You know, Billy, Taco Bell's not Mexican either. I need some of that. I need to call up Elon Musk and get some of that Tesla Tequila. So CVS, low volume option. So know that when you put a price in, make sure it's a price that you want. But right now it's looking kind of toppy to me. If you're looking at this chart here, so it's been rejected here in the past. So I'm playing that rejection. AA, Alcoa. Yeah, I mean, they're in bearish territory too. I don't know if they're options trade with it. Their option volume is not the best. I mean, they have some like over 500, but the bid and ask is like 15 cents. I mean, it's kind of wide. I mean, for me, I probably wouldn't trade this. These are 5 cents. These are 10 cent wide. This is 15 cent wide, 15 cent wide, 20 cent wide. Yeah, I think for me, Alcoa would be a tough trade. Even though, I mean, this is a downtrend, but like for the chart, for me, it doesn't look that interesting. You know, if it can kind of come back up, or I mean, it's sitting at yearly lows here. Did hit down 70%. I don't know. Let's see if we can get some 2-year. Maybe the 2-year chart will look more interesting. Yeah, I mean it's. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Yeah, in the past 2 years, it's bounced down here at 30. So for me, like there wouldn't be like enough juice in here. Now, if it gets to like on the bearish side, if we go to like 29, 28 area, would be more interesting to me. Or if it goes back up to like 35 area, would be more interesting to me. But for right now, it doesn't really look that good. Not enough juice. Plus, it went down like 7% today. I don't know Derek. What were you thinking of, a bearish or bullish position on it? But right now, I think Alcoa can go either way. It could break down lower, or it could go. I mean, it could definitely go back up. But I don't know if there was a catalyst today for it to go down either. I didn't see any news. Baba. So let's talk about Baba. So Baba has been my number one money maker the last couple months, and it's been screwing me this week. So Alibaba, I think my biggest mistake on Alibaba, I mean, right now it's worth a whole 17 cents. That's why I'm just letting it ride. You know, I thought yesterday it was going to crack. When did I actually put Baba on? Let's look at this trade in its entirety. Okay, so on 11/26, which is Monday. So 1, 2, 3. So I put a trade on Monday, which I guess I probably should have done. Let's look at it. And Alibaba really just whipsawed all day that day, and I put a trade on. I bought what time did I buy it? 11:25 a.m. So on this spike, I was on this spike up at 11:25. It was coming back down. I thought it was going to go lower, so I bought. It was a bearish skewed strangle, which is why it's gone against me, because now it's higher, but really hasn't gone anywhere. So I put it on like when it was like a 155, and I bought the 150 put and the 162.50 call. So the 162.50 call was really for protection. I was really hoping it was going to break below 150, and because right around here it gets kind of dicey in the past. It got kind of dicey in the past, but now we're up here, which is looking like it's catching some bullish momentum. But really, like, Alibaba's been really playing with just kind of like Facebook. It last couple days, I mean, we went from 159 all the way down to 155, only to come back to 159, and then today it touched 159, opened at like 158, came all the way down to 153, and I thought, okay, we're gonna hit this 150 today because it's just selling off like crazy, and then it went back up. So at this point, you know, we're probably gonna just take our loss on Alibaba, unless tomorrow we have some catalyst with like tariffs or something. But you know, right now it's not looking good for my Alibaba position. So I think my mistake on this one was getting aggressive during Matthew, what's going on? Getting aggressive when it was the best plays for strangles for me isn't when you're riding up and down like this. And I did the same mistake on Baba on this chart here, and Facebook. Is I was catching the knife, And at that point, option prices, when it's ripping up like this or ripping down like this, option prices are going to be higher than if I were to open the position the next day. Like if it was down in here, like if it was just in this area, bounce between 157 and 156, I put a position on, I would have gotten a way better deal than I did when I bought it when it was coming down here. So, that's what I learned this week. Coming back, I was probably a little bit, since I took a week off, I was probably a little bit wanting to get into Alibaba when I probably should have been more patient with it. So if there's no deal tomorrow at the G Summit, Baba is going down, which would make my puts look really good. Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. I mean, I've been very fortunate on Alibaba. I've been trading it very well. Just this week, it's been hard with the choppiness that we're seeing here. And then I didn't execute the trade properly. I didn't execute the trade when we were experiencing some flatter charts. Like on Tuesday, it would have been a much better trade. But on Monday, I chased it and it bit me. And same thing on Facebook. Same charts on Facebook. If you look at it, it came down and was ripping down, and you got to be careful. So I mean I think Facebook and Alibaba I also didn't get the best option pricing on. This week I did close out Microsoft for a couple trades I did pretty good on, that I did get good pricing on, and those paid off very well. Not huge gains, but they paid off. I mean, overall on this week on the account, I'm down like $100 per account. But we're easing back into things here. Had a call spread on Baba and lost all of it. Matthew, what was your strikes? Because are you guys having a hard time trading the choppiness, or is it working out well for you? Linda got paid. Congrats. William, feed keeps freezing. I don't know. YouTube's telling me everything's good. Short Google. I was actually thinking about shorting Google. Google did not pop today, and I mean it's up $2, but it's been being held down here. Like Google's been being held down here, but since I had the Amazon position on, I didn't want to add another play in this arena, especially with another high price stock. But I mean, definitely looks like a good short here at the 1100 mark. I mean, definitely an interesting time with the market. Like, I didn't think the market was going to rally back this much, but I don't think anybody did. I mean, really just, we had 2 days of consolidation here, and then it just ripped up. Today was kind of a scary chart, though, for the S&Ps. I mean, we gapped down, then we recovered, and then we actually closed the day red, which is like, they're definitely playing with you. I don't know if you guys are you guys having a hard time with the stocks switching back from green to red to green all the time this week, or Hamed says this week I learned I should not fight if stock doesn't want to move in my favor at all. Not chasing a stock. Yep. I think a lot of us made mistakes this week. Yeah, I mean, my two biggest regrets, Baba and Facebook. I mean, everything else was pretty fine. We made some money in CRM, made some money in Microsoft this week. But at the start of the week, I had no positions on, and then we kind of had to start getting some positions on. GM's another one. I put a position. I'm down small on it. I still think it's going to work out. But it's another one that just has been whipsawing. Like the stocks have just been whipsawing the last couple of days, which I guess is good for the day trader. And I'm more of a swing trader, so it doesn't really work out well. So I mean, GM last couple of days, down, rip back up, down, rip back up. But in reality, it's gone nowhere. It has gone nowhere in like 3 days. So I got that on for next week. The only things that I have expiring tomorrow, Baba, Facebook, but that put's not happening. I mean, unless it does. I mean, I was really impressed with Facebook. I mean, when Facebook went from 136 down to 132, I mean, that was impressive. But then it went from 131 to 139, or 132 to 139, 140. I mean, that's equally impressive, maybe even more impressive. It's killed me chasing, trying to play defense. So, yeah, I mean, I've just been trying to stay liquid, move, take my gains as I can get them, try to put some plays on. You know, CRM, I think, actually could come together tomorrow. I got the 138 put. But we need some bearish momentum. Was working for me on HB, but looked away too long and got the shaft. Yeah, that's the other thing is in this market right now, you gotta take your profits when you have them. Like I should have probably sold my puts on Facebook when it started to recover, or when it started to flatten out, or when it flattened out, put another position on. I didn't. I mean, I did the right thing and I sold my 139 call today, but I mean, it's kind of too little, too late. So I was just kind of recovering what I could. Choppy markets haven't been profitable. I haven't lost much either. Yeah, Greg, I haven't been losing a lot, but I haven't. Basically, I feel like in this week, I really just feel like I've been like treading water. Like I've been making money, then I'm losing money, then I'm making money, then I'm losing money, and then I'm taking off the profitable positions, letting the not profitable positions, the losing positions ride, and then we're going to. I've just been trying to play it safe and then roll into some expirations for next week, and then keep playing it that way. So, you know, that's the way I've been doing it to see if we're are we gonna break to the upside? Because SPX for me, if you look at the S&Ps. I mean, if we can't cross over here, it's still looking bearish to me. If we can't cross over like the 2750, hit the reject at 2750 today. Yeah, 2753, 75 to be exact. Hit the reject. So does that mean that doesn't mean we're gonna go lower tomorrow? But I think it's definitely interesting. Coast Chaos, how to come back with only $30 left on Robinhood. I think the best way to come back is Uber, deposit that money into your Robinhood account and then trade again. Or paper trade, get a side hustle, deposit more money, come back profitable. What do you have for December 7th expiration? Let's see. I had Apple, but I sold it. Okay, I got Amazon, CVS, GM, Twitter. Oh, we got to talk about VIX as well. VIX. I have a position on VIX. So VIX is kind of like my and I always wondered what us versus her did before trading options and how long we've been trading options for. So I've been trading options since 2014. I own other businesses. I also do a lot of IT admin stuff, web development, general help desk support, that kind of thing. Building networks, cloud-based networks, on-prem networks, software support, hardware support. You know, the computer guy. So VIX was interesting today. So VIX I have a position on for December 19th, and really I have the 21 call, 16 put. I was up like $10 on it today when it was moving up. As you can see, it spiked up to 21. Now we're down to like 18, 19 area. And this is kind of like the VIX is the time that I put it on, I had a lot of bullish positions on. So I added this position in case we get a spike up to like 24, 23 area, was to kind of cover those losses. If we get a quick spike, like I was kind of worried about Friday, if things kind of go crazy and it goes up to 25 or even crazier like 29 or 30. As you can see, when things go bad, they go bad quick. So we got some decent pricing for the VIX trade. VIX, yeah, it was $1.55. It's kind of insurance for me. If I use it, great. If not, I would prefer not to use it because that means my other trades are going well. But now that I have more of a bearish portfolio, you know, I'm gonna want things to go down. But I mean, as you can see here, this morning when things were selling off pretty good, you know, we had a huge spike from the lows at yesterday, 18.18, all the way up to like 20. It still closed up on the day, but I mean, something doesn't seem right. Jake Bell, sysadmin, welcome. Yeah, I think a lot of computer guys trade. I think it just is like an easy, not saying trading is easy, but I think it's like, okay, I'm sitting at my desk. It's also nice, like you could trade while working. And let's say you're answering emails and stuff, you could trade if you're doing stuff on your computer, because when you're doing IT support or whatever, and you're on your computer all day. I mean, I got a lot of monitors set up here. You just put the chart on one screen, and then you can do whatever you want on the other screens. And you know, and typically IT people are good with numbers. I would say that in terms of math, I don't know if that's true, but in terms of math, I would say that I'm pretty good. However, I did fail like algebra and all that like during the school year, but then in summer school came back with an A, mainly because I think what happens is like school draws out the whole curriculum for too long, and then summer school you smash it in 3 weeks and you get the A. Versus like, but I was not a very good student. I was sleeping at my desk. I was drilling on my Scantron test. I mean, I was in honors physics, and it was an embarrassing. I mean, my teacher came by, got my Scantron, there was like drool on it. So I think maybe I'm better at learning on my own, trial and error, doing things for myself, and going about that way. Cobra Commander does IT. I know Secure Kit does IT as well. Business operations analyst, nice. Also, again, Richard, thank you so much for the $50 donation, man. Thank you, man. Every day you show up, every day you donate. I mean, you're just incredible. Thank you. Secure Kit, same as you. Every day you show up, every day you donate. Thank you. If you're watching this later, I know you signed off, but thank you. Billy, IT admins, what's up? Everybody's in IT here. No wonder you guys like to hang out with me. No one likes to. Yeah, nerds. I'm a Trekkie too. Yeah, so that's kind of what. But really, what made me get into options and investing is I've always been interested in how businesses raise capital and how they use the stock market and how businesses are traded publicly, and that's always been a fascinating thing for me on how a public company is traded, how a public company works, just from like a very young age. And my parents, not to rag on them or anything like that, but they didn't teach me anything about what to do with my money, how to save money, how to invest money, how to do anything with my money. And then when I became old enough to realize, like, hey, I should be doing more with my money, I should be learning stuff. And in the beginning, yes, it's hard. Like, that's kind of why I started this channel, is because when I first started, like, I didn't know where to go, and people that were trying, people that were trading, I didn't know if I could trust them or not. And trading options, there wasn't a lot. When I got into trading options, there wasn't a lot online for me to learn from in the way that I want to trade. Like, the way that, if you guys haven't noticed, I've traded in a very specific way, but it's tailored to my personality. It's tailored to my time. It's tailored to, so the way that I trade is very customized to who I am. And I couldn't find a way on from another person online to do that. So that's why I started Us Versus Her. That's why I started the channel, because I thought, obviously there's other IT people in here, but I thought that if there's other people out there that are struggling in options, or there's other people out there that maybe we could just bring a community together. Maybe we could just be, maybe we could just be friends. Maybe we could just learn from each other. Maybe I could learn. Maybe I learn from you guys all the time. Maybe you guys learn from me. And that's really what Us versus Herd is about. It's not just about me. It's about bringing everybody together. It's about trading options. It's about trading options the way we want to trade. And yeah, Hamed, a lot of people think that options are gambling, and I think that if you're not trading options, there's not a responsible way to trade in the market. Like, do you just buy stock? Do you just short stock? Well, how do you hedge that? How do you? But with options, there's so many ways. You could buy premium, you could sell premium, you could do vertical spreads, you could do iron condors, you could do strangles, you could buy strangles, you could sell strangles, you could sell naked puts, you could buy naked puts. I mean, there's so many variables, and as the market condition changes, you're able to adapt so many different strategies, and that's really what got me interested in options. That's really what drove it home for me. Like all the different ways that you can make money is it really helps cater to when the market changes. Like when the market changed in 2018, people that held stocks were losing a lot of money, but options traders like ourselves, we were making money, pretty consistently, because options traders do better in a two-sided market. You could say this week was two-sided for like, Facebook and stuff like that, but it was the position that I had on Facebook, position I had Alibaba. I didn't use the right strategy. I didn't put it on at the right time. So that's the trick. Matthew, my job is I'm a chef. My parents didn't teach me either. Yeah, I think a lot of, I don't know, older generation, baby boomers or whatever you want to call them, their parents didn't teach them either, and it is what it is. I can definitely tell it's because with all the red I'm seeing. Yeah, Damon, we're not not having a great week either. I'm not down a lot, but I'm not making money. Your channel helped me a lot. I would have quit trading if I didn't discover options. Oh man, appreciate you, Greg. I think we talked. I think you found me on like a Robinhood video, and it may seem weird that like, why do you make Robinhood videos? And the reason why I make Robinhood videos is because there's a lot of traders out there that are just buying and selling stock and losing money on Robinhood that they don't realize there's a better way. And now that Robinhood lets you trade options, it really gave me an in to cater to those people, to show them that there's a better way to trade. And Robinhood's not the best brokerage for options. But yeah, let's talk about Netflix, PCG, Disney. I guess if I ever need help on the IT side, I know where to look, guys. You guys got me covered. So Netflix, we talked about this yesterday, and we talked about it. We talked about that 310 level and that 320 level, and today it went up more. Was it today? I didn't actually look at Netflix chart earlier today. Was it choppy? It had that down move in the morning, and then it ripped up. So, this trend is still intact. 310, 320 easily. Up at like I said yesterday, at the 320 area, I would be a bit concerned. 310, I would probably take profits as well. So I might actually look into a trade tomorrow on Netflix if this trend continues. Hopefully. I'm not saying I hope the market goes down tomorrow, but hopefully for my sake that I'm able to get out of some of these bearish positions tomorrow, that the G20 summit causes some volatility, and I'm able to offload some of this so that way I can get into Netflix. And PCG, who said PCG and Disney? I didn't forget about you, Billy. I got you. I know you guys have been trading this, but looks to be a bit dangerous here, the 2750 area. I don't know about the options. Do we look at this? We've talked about it a couple times. Was there no volume? There's some volume. I guess tomorrow's not a good judge. Let's look at It's very low volume. I think that was a problem with it. Like on the monthlies, there's like zero volume on the puts. Um, the calls, not much volume. Cobra Commander was watching for a while, was losing money in School of Hard Knocks, but now I'm recovering my losses. Let's go, man. Let's get your money back. Let's get your bag back. Let's get you to profitability. Glad we could take you to the Greenland. So yeah, PCG I don't like because a lot of ways to get screwed in there. And I told you guys before, like before I put a trade on, I think about like what are the ways that the market can screw me, and if there's too many ways that the market can screw me, I usually just don't. Cobra Commander, nice. Glad to see you turning your account around. Will probably wean myself off it once I get account. Yeah, Derek. Once you start getting like bigger sizing as well, and you have like, let's say for me, you know, I have all the, like if you have as many positions on that I have right now, Robinhood's a nightmare. And like as you know, like if I go into if you put a trade in Robinhood and it doesn't get filled, and you have to go to cancel. There's no like cancel or replace. You know, you actually have to go to your history, cancel it, come back, and then you're gonna have to shave pennies off because you're gonna have to go below the mid price by a couple pennies, because by the time you put that order in, the price has already changed. So in Robinhood, you're chasing a lot. You're not able to react that quick. And people say, well, it's free commission and stuff like that, but you're literally leaving dollars on the table every time you do that. You know, you do 100 trades a month. I mean, I guarantee you've left a lot of money on the table. You do 25 trades a month. You know, you leave a lot of money on the table. So just be mindful of that. So Disney for me, Billy, to get back to your question, so, Disney, I would be looking to be at the 118 area before placing a strangle. But the one thing, like I think we talked about it before, that Disney's a relatively slow mover. It has had some volatility here last few weeks, but generally a slow mover, slow grind up. As you can see, like this grind up was pretty slow from 112 to 118. Took about 2-3 weeks there. You know, when it dropped hard, had a $4 drop, but then it sat here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you're going to trade this, you're going to want to trade like 2-3 weeks out, because yes, it can go where you want it to go, but it could also just sit there for a while. So you're going to want to trade like a month out, 3 weeks out. Yeah, Robinhood is screwed. Yeah, I mean, I've had, like, if you go into our Facebook group, there's so many stories on how bad Robinhood screw people on money. I mean, just go into our Facebook group and type in Robinhood. You'll be surprised. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't take that advice. They have to find out the hard way. You know, it's kind of like when your parents say, don't do this, and you keep doing it, and then one day you get burned. It's the same thing. FC cuss words in your messages. Yep, that's what happened. Turn me back to options. I lost the bag on FANG stocks. Yeah, I mean, options, I mean, obviously we're going to be biased to options, but I mean, I've traded everything. I've traded large cap stocks, small cap stocks. I've traded penny stocks, traded crypto, traded options. I've traded everything, and options was the only way that I could make consistent, repeatable returns. I mean, like penny stocks, you got to be like, well, was this a contract winner? Did this win this? But at the end of the day, like, penny stocks are a penny stock for a reason. Like, they're garbage. Like, they're down in the gutter for nothing. Like, for a reason. They're down in the gutter for a reason. Like, they're penny stocks are penny stocks. Like, you know, if I can make the same returns, if I can make 100% return on Apple or Microsoft or Alibaba, isn't it better to trade that? You know, if I can make 100%, 200%, 300%, you know, and the penny stocks traders, like, you're making 100% trading some, Greek shipping company that's like barely hanging on to life, and then they go out of business and you lose your investment, and then you're like, well, but to each his own, I guess. This is what I like to do. I'm glad you guys are here with me. If it's your first time here, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we go live, hit the bell button. If the video was of value to you, hit the like button. I definitely appreciate you guys. Again, Richard, thank you. Secure Kit, thank you. Cobra Commander, thank you. And everybody that's here that watches day in, day out, man, like, it means a lot to me. So thanks that you guys are here. Definitely appreciate you. I know that we got a late start today. But definitely want to thank you guys for rocking with me. I'll try to stick to the schedule. So you guys have a great rest of your night.